as well start. Welcome. I hope everyone's going well tonight. Alright, we are continuing with the unit tests tonight. Hopefully we'll get the spreadsheet up and running that way, and all the kinks worked out tonight. That way I can replicate it for each user and just, get this out the door essentially. So yeah, I should also check Circle CI, because Circle CI has been running all the unit tests for me. As we just jump into it, so we've got, I could have just done it from the dashboard. So as you see, it was successful, only took 47 seconds, which is good. If we have a look at running tests, we are at code coverage at 69%, which is good. We've got a couple of files which are 100%. Internal functions, great. We've hit 100% for that. That is awesome. But we can improve on this. So there's quite a lot of things which we haven't done. So for example, admin views we haven't even touched. So I'm hoping to at least increase this quite a large number. And then what we do is we go through and double check the functionality and all that kind of other stuff. All right. Let's jump into it. Today we're continuing with implementing this sort of URL test. They were named a tuple. So yes, or tuple, whatever it's called. Please someone correct me one day. So yes, this functionality looks like it's going to hit all our cases for us, so we're going to actually include form data and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, we might as well jump into it. So we don't need the first row whatsoever, so we're going to go through and figure all this out, figure out how this should be structured. Now it's a pity I can't put in another. Give me 2 seconds. I'm wondering if this is plausible. No, it's not. It would be great if I could have a, you know what? Just gonna bring this over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go to, I am in NearBeach. I want NearBeach. And then I want forms. And what I'll do is I'll zoom in for you guys. And then we're just going through here and sort of estimating what we need to do. We'll also set up the, if we're missing data, we'll set up the fixtures so that will work perfectly fine. So we better actually do that first. So before we do anything, let's remove this. Let's open up our terminal. I'm just gonna put that on a zoom in for you guys. I also have to stop my debugging at the moment. Go back in here. I will want to CD into the sites NearBeach. I want to remove the database. I then want to actually source. Go into my virtual environment. And then the next thing I want to do is create that database. So Python 3 manage migrate. So that will migrate everything. And then the next thing after that is we want to actually load in our data. So Python 3 manage load data. And then we just go to our fixtures. So just the basic setup, because we want to be editing the basic setup. Okay. And now what I'm doing is I am just playing this, starting it up, and then I'm just going to go to localhost. And then I'm just double checking this. This is with the QA team. There are no users assigned to this, which is fine for the moment. We will be testing that out soon. So yeah. All right. Straight off the bat, what do we need to do? We've got add bug form. We don't actually have any bug information in here whatsoever. Now, the problem is I don't have an instance of Bugzilla on me. which is a pity. And I haven't set this up to actually test yeah, I haven't actually set up the bug front end. Okay. And we don't have a way to get to admin. No, we don't. Okay, so we have a problem with that one. Add customer form though. So we can skip that one for the moment. I do need to go back and fix that functionality up. Have the ability so someone can key in all these different bug clients. GitHub will be one of them. UTrack will be another. GitLab will be another one. And so forth like that. So I will have to figure that process out. So first one is add customer form. Oh, that's my food. Don't run away, sticky note. Okay, add customer form. We've just got a customer. All right, cool. That's all we need in here. So add customer form. So what this will be is just this. And then we'll have customer, and then we'll just have the number 1. Nothing too fancy to that whatsoever. Add folder form. So we've got folder description and parent folder. So what we want is folder description. We'll have a simple folder. And we won't worry about the parent folder at the moment, though we do actually have to test that out. So I'm going to write a sort of custom test. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to do this inside NearBeach itself. So I am going to copy this. I'm going to go to prod.nearbeach. I'm going to go to list all, unit and end-to-end tests. So unit testing, create new objects. We're going to call it add folder form. Okay, cool. Currently, we only have a test where the form data is. Do we actually have the ability to add in code? No. Just wait. Tiny mouse code. From it. I'm just wondering if that is actually plausible. Code, add a toolbar that allows to edit patient. No, we just want sample. All right. Okay. I'm going to ignore that for the moment, but that is something I do want. Problem is coming up. All right, just wait. NearBeach. Just writing that idea down. Mouse. Add in code sample. Add in code sample. All right, cool. Yep. So at the moment we've just got the data. Let's just copy this. Bang, bang. We'll need to do a custom test where we are testing to see if the data will accept a valid parent folder. Parent folder, and we'll have that as a 1. All right, this is actually in progress. Create test technically in progress. Definitely in progress. Definitely in progress. All right, cool. And hey, Nocturnal, how are you? I hope you're going well. I'm just going through my spreadsheet at the moment, creating all the different forms data, and then anything custom that I need to actually create. I'm placing in here to remind me. Can't believe I've already got 209 cards in here. Add form group. Group list. All right. So this would be group list. I don't know how this will look. I think it is an array. So we'll do 1 and 2. I do believe that is an array. We'll test it out though. Add Kanban link form. Oh, this is a big one. All right. So we'll actually need to test different permutations of this. You're good. Tired of getting up at 5 a.m. to get manhandle is right. Yeah, fair enough. Jesus, 5 a.m. When I was in Thailand, I was doing 6. That was rough. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear you're up early. Super early, I should point out. All right. So with this one, we'll need project. Oh, okay. Yeah, project, and then this will be a 2. So we'll keep this with the permissions. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. By the way, that's where the handling comes from. Fair enough. Not sure. No, I don't think so. I must have forgotten. If you haven't, I'm sorry, but no, I can't think you have. But oh well. It's a good exercise. All right. Oh, we've got to do multiple different permutations. Actually, let's keep it with the admin in mind at the moment. So let's keep it project. And then we need Kanban column, Kanban level. Oh, I need the proper numbers for this one. So I am going to go over here. Install. We're going to go Kanban admin. We are opening up this data and we're double checking this data. And of course I'm not. Yeah, I've had a couple of years off for various reasons, so my cardio's yeah. Alright. ZSH. Again, run. We won't watch. I'm hoping my cardio is getting better with the riding, so I do need to buy a new bike seat. The only reason why I need to buy a new bike seat is because the bike seat is a little too thin for me. And it hurts after 2 hours of riding. My wife says, "You look..." Yes! Yes, I got a haircut! Finally got a haircut. I look somewhat human. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. See, I got it yesterday. I actually went into work yesterday and I was like, you know what, I need to get a haircut. So I just booked one in and went at lunch. Alright, view tools are not going to work for me today. So let's bump into Chrome. She says it looks, thank you. After saying I need a haircut for over a month, I finally got a haircut. This will be admin and the usual password, test $123. Users with no group, yep. Alright, cool. Alright, so view Kanban information. So we want, so the column will be 1 and the level will be, okay, so they're both going to be 1s. So going over here, we need Kanban column. It's going to be a 1, and a Kanban level. It's going to be a 1. So that should be fine. We need to run the same test for a. We need to run the same test for different levels and so forth like that. The user levels, but each different user level will, some of them won't be allowed to add in and so forth like that. Add link form. So this is adding a link. A Kanban link form. Add link form. This is document description, document URL location, and parent folder. Oh, I'm gonna skip this one for the moment, just because I need to fix up that issue with the parent folder, with the document uploading and stuff like that with the unit tests. Add note form. All right, cool. Add note. That will be just note. A simple note. Cool. Add objects link form. Oh, I forgot to actually state the add that. All right, cool. Add in the different permutations for this particular function. We'll need to make sure that this is also tested at different permission levels. All right. Cool. All right. Add link object form. Add note form. That one should be fine. Add object link form. This one will have permutations. So add object. So false, 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 false. Add object link form. So in this sort of case, let's add project 1 to task 1. And that should do it. Add requirement link form. Oh, we'll need to add permutations for this one too. Add permutations. This one will have add permutations too. But that's easy. We could actually do that on the other side. This one, let's just do project. Add tags form. Now, I don't think I've got tags set up already. Oh, that's production. Default tag, random tag, different color tag, label. All right, cool. Nothing too special with that. We need to actually save that in. So we'll use tag 1, add user form. So this will be admin add user forms. Where is this one used again? No, I didn't want to. Okay. So this is actually used in the permission setting up. So what we'll need to do is group is, let's go with 1 permission set. It's going to be 1, and username can be 1. Right, we don't need to really do permutations there. No. Change task form. All right, this is a new change task. So what we need to do, change task assigned user, we'll put that as a 1. Change task title, change task title, and then change task description, change task description, yep. Change task start date. Now that will be just some plain old JavaScript. A equals new date. A dot get time. Change task end date. Change task seconds. Change task required by stakeholder, I think. And then change task QA user, and that will go, let's go number 2. All right, change task status form. Ooh. Change task status, where are you? There you are, RFC choices. Let's just go 5. And this will be change task status, just 5. Presto, moving on. So we've still got quite a number to do. Quarter of the way. All right, check Kanban board name. All right, this one will need a permutation. Permutation where some will not work. That's what we need. We need to test that functionality. In this sort of case, we're really just testing the permissions. But yeah, we can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. So this is... piss off. Thank you. This is Kanban board name. This is a simple Kanban board. Okay, customer form. Oh. These ones are... It's gotta be a quick way. Gotta be a quick way. Actually, there is a quicker way. Watch this. Where's our sort? Bang that like that. Get rid of all that. Delete. Copy. And then paste special, transform. Transpose, sorry. Bang, like that. Alright, alright. We're going somewhere. Copy this. Go on the form data. Just paste it in. Alright, and then now we can actually edit it in a reasonable sort of way. Customer email support at nearbeach.org. Customer first name. Customer last name. Customer title. And organization. Done. Delete bug form, we're skipping. Delete bug form, delete link. Delete link form, object assignment ID. All right. So this is just a delete link form and so forth. Now, what I'm going to do is, because it's easier with that, all right, edit, find and replace. Close. All right. Delete column. All right. Just wait. Object assignment ID is, wait, piss. Hate when that happens. Come on. Okay, delete column form. Oh. Just moving this over here for you guys. Okay, delete bug form. That's not what we wanted. Let's fix this up. Delete column form. Gonna bug form, not doing column form. Delete item ID, destination ID. Alright. So let's delete the first thingy. So destination item ID. That will be a 1. And then what we want is delete item. Oh. That'll be a 2. Delete item ID, and that will be a 1. Alright, cool. Delete level. That's going to be the same thing. Delete link form. That's what I had before. So object assignment ID 1. Delete tag. Oops, sorry. Excuse me. Once again, This will be tag number 1. Object ID. Actually, I'm going to leave this one out because I need to figure out what it does. So once again, we'll be missing a couple of these. Document upload form, we'll be skipping. Kanban card form. Alright, so we've got these ones here. So let's do our little nifty trick we did before. Let's just copy them. Let's go into our sheet. Let's just paste them. Let's just copy. And let's just transpose them. Let's copy that. In here, we're going to do open mustache bracket and close mustache bracket. We are going to do a couple of deletes there. So Kanban card ID. So let's go with a 1. Kanban card text. Let's go with simple Kanban card text. Kanban card description. Simple Kanban card description. And then Kanban column. And level. Alright. Let's go 1 and 1. Alright, done. Kanban card archive form. Kanban card ID. Let's go with a 1. Simple. Easy. Done. Add user form. User list. Yeah. Let's go with an array. Login form. In this sort of case, I don't think I will be testing this out just yet. We're technically testing it out in the unit test, and I just realized it is getting a bit dark. There we go. Also, we have Socks here. Yay! Socks, you're back. She's like, what? Say hi, Socks. Yes, Socks, yeah. And there's also cat treats. All right, there we go. Yes. Yes, she is back finally. So I got her last night. She isn't 100% happy because there's other cats in the house and my mother's cats. So yeah. Anyway, Socks, in your bed. Let's see if she remembers in her bed. In your bed. Saying I just want treats. I'm gonna put the treats there. Sweetie, sweetie, in your bed. There you go. I'll put this on that screen and sweetie. Treats are in the bed. Come here. There, treats. See? Treats. But other than a bit of hissing and a bit of growling, she's settling in pretty well. I don't know if she remembers this place, though. Part of me thinks she does, because she knows where the cat door is. Oh, aren't you going to stay in your bed? Just a little longer. Say hi to everyone. No. Alright. We tried. Alright, I'll put that back like that. And then, oh. Alright, cool. But otherwise, yeah, she's been good. Okay, move Kanban card form. Oof, this one has a lot of choices. I'm gonna have to come back to this one. The ones which we can't do tonight, it's fine. Yeah, because I think, because I used to live here for quite a while. I lived here until pretty much the start of 2020. think she kind of remembers the place. So, yeah. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. What are you doing? Knocking things over. Alright, this one will need to be tested because... yeah, I need to... yeah, it just needs to be tested. New change task form. Alright, let's do the new change task. Alright, once again, we got in this. Bang that. Let's just delete all that. Let's just go paste, copy, and then transpose, copy, then form data. And now this is new change task form. Yep. Open brackets. We just paste it all in. Request for change. Let's go with a 1 there. Change task title. This will be change. Simple change task. Alright. Change task description. Simple change task description. Change task start date. Oh, what did I do? Change task end date. Change task seconds. Change task assigned user. Oops, that's meant to be like that. QA user. Change task required by stakeholders. Is downtime false? Let's just do that. All right. Okay, new column forum. Okay, can then column name. A simple Kanban column, and then Kanban column sort number, and that will be a 1. Right. New customer form. So once again, we've just got to copy all this. Send, copy, transpose, copy. Yeah. Ah. Keep doing that tonight. Undo. All right. Customer title, let's go at 2. Customer first name, keep doing that one too. Socks. Customer last name, fluffy butt. Customer email, support at NearBeach.org. Actually, let's just put it as socks. Organization, and that will be a 1. Alright, cool. Alright, new group form. Parent group is not required, so we're not going to put it in for the moment. Group name, a simple group. Kanban card. one we definitely want to test across multiple different users. Alright, got it perfect that time. A simple Kanban card. Alright, Kanban description, a simple Kanban description. A simple Kanban description. Kanban level. Go 1. Kanban column, and let's go 1, 2. Sweet, new Kanban form. Gonna come back to this one. Actually, no, let's see if I can do it. So column, I've got to have this in quotations. Column title. And then we'll have an array. And then we'll just have column 1, column 2. And then we'll have a level title, and we'll have level 1 and level 2. And then from here, Kanban board name, and we'll have a simple Kanban board. All right, cool. Alright, new level form. Alright. Kanban level name. That will be a simple Kanban level. And it will be a Kanban level sort number of 1. And I know I spelled number wrong then. Sweet. Actually, no, the new permission, that one should be easy because by default it just zeroes out everything. So you create the new name and then, alright, cool, bam. And then you assign permissions. So permission set name, a simple permission set. And new project form. Oh, we have quite a few in there. Project, we've got group list in there too. Project end date, project start date. We're almost all the way through. We won't need to, I don't think we need to worry about password reset forms. Project form. A project form is saving the data and so forth like that. So update user form, update RFC statuses, and so forth like that. We do want to test pretty much most of this. Remember, we're just doing this at the moment to test permissions. So some of this we could potentially rely on the fact that we're set up permissions elsewhere, and that should be checked. But yeah, we're past halfway. New project form. So I do need to actually include that extra field in there. So that extra field being group list, which will just go 1, 2. Okay, project name, a simple project, Project description. Simple project description. And then a project start date. We'll just copy this over here once again. Oh, I hate when the copy paste doesn't work. Project end date. We'll pick the same frickin' day. Organization. 1. Alright. New request for change form. It's going to take forever to. That's a lot of. At the moment, I'm going to skip that one. New user form, organization form. I'm probably going to skip most of these at the moment. I think I can come back to these. So we do have something in there. Let's go to our admin users here. Let's actually save this. Let's make sure I have definitely saving that data. Okay. What we want to do is we want to go through and double check which is going to be post and which ones are going to be get in here. Also, actually, we don't want to do that here. We want to, let's delete that. We actually want to do it on this list. This is going to be like a master list. So what we could do is, oh, piss off. You were totally on that right icon. There are a lot of bugs in yeah, let's just say there's a lot of bugs in this Excel. Okay. Okay, we're going to skip a couple of these straight off the bat. Update user password, that's going to be a post. Card information, that's going to be a get. Change task information, that's going to be a get, that's going to be a post. Save is going to be a post. Update status is going to be a post, that's going to be a get. Get profile image, that's going to be get. Customer update profile, that's going to be post. Actually, is the get customer image a get? We're making an assumption here. So let's just copy. Let's go over here. Let's go bang. Let's go bang. Get profile. And that's a bit of a weird thing I've done there. This is post. Get bug list, that's post. Any gets posts. Bit weird. RFC approvals. Ooh, good one. Post. Get unassigned objects. That's definitely a post. Oops, sorry, I just need to stretch a little. Okay. Users with no groups. Post. Document add. Post. Group information. That's get. There's very few gets. Group information. Save. Post. All the way down here. Now we've got Kanban. All right, cool. We've got. Okay. That's definitely a post. Edit board, post. Actually, I think that's a get. That's a get. Post, 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 post. That's a get. That's a get. That's a get. Post, post, get. Post, post. Oh, there's gonna be so many posts and gets. Whoever's listening to this without any context, like, what the hell is it going on about? Post. I'm just seeing the method used just to actually either get the data or not. So usually when I'm posting, I'm actually retrieving data. When I'm actually getting it to render out the page. And the reason why there's so little gets is because I don't render many pages. So, yeah. This is a post. Anything, all right, so create, update, and delete are definitely all going to be posts. The read, not guaranteed to be a get. Because there's some components on the page which you'll load up the page, then it gets that information, so it'll request it through a post. Because it'll send information in that post. Ooh, socks, I nearly got you then. Sorry, sweetie. You're like, what the hell just happened? New group. That's a get. That's the post. That's the get. That's the post. That's the get. That's the post. I have a feeling this is going to be the same. Get post. Get post. Get post. Get post. New requirement item. Get post. Get post. I think that's a post, but that might be a get. We'll double check that. And we'll double check the new requirement item. That's a get. Yep. I have a feeling this is a post. Post, yeah. Okay, add bug. Add customer, add group. Oh, wait. Add bug. I think these are all posts. Yeah, posts. Add user, associated object, client list, bug list, customer list, list all. Customer, oh, all right. So now these will be double checked in a little bit. Definitely post. And this is a post, isn't it? Yeah. All right, notes list, note list, query, to remove, yep, tag, delete. Organization duplicates. Yep, that's a post. Organization information, that's a get. Get. Okay, that's definitely a post. The organization information save is a post. Organization update. Yep. All right. Profile. Project information is a get. The save will be a post. The requirement information is a get. And then the add requirement link is a post. Get requirement. Get. Then requirement information save. Yep. All right. So all of those will be posts, and then we got to get. We've got more posts. Requirement item information. That's a get. We got that in twice, but that's fine. Oh my god, there's not too many left. It's post, deployment change tasks, new task, RSC information save. All of that is post, apart from RSC information. So I'm just gonna bulk that out. RFC information, that's a get. Search is a get. Search data is a post. All of that is all post. Alright. That's a get. That's a post. User information, that's a get. That's a post. Post, post, post. And all post. Actually, that's a get, but we'll just fill that out. Get. All right. We've done that one. I am dreading when we're going through all the forms. Because, well, the vast majority won't have a form. Actually, no, that's a lie. The vast majority will have a form. Not a problem. We've also got arguments, which we can key in. So a lot of these will straight off the bat just be a 1. So, because this is admin. And then we've got these funky ones which are a 2, so we'll figure out which is the 2. So we're just filling out this form at the moment. All ones. All ones. Ones. Alright. This will be an interesting one. So we'll need a 1-1 here. So that will be 1-1. Here it will be let's also go 1-1. Kanban object lookup linked list. Thank you very much, Nocturnal. Anyway, have fun, enjoy your day, and enjoy jiu-jitsu. Right, I mean, jiu-jitsu. Always have to read it out. Alright. So I'm just filling out this at the moment. So we've got a bug, add bug. We're going to skip that at the moment. Destination. So if we go destination location. So if we go project and then 1, that should do. And then that will be add customer form. And then should drag and drop that down so it fills out automatically, so I can run it at least a couple of tests. Alright. And I've only got half an hour before I have to leave anyway, so let's get this as quickly done as possible. Where was I? Project ID. Tell you what will be really, really helpful if I actually did something like this. Review. Is it under review or view? Freestyle pane. and freeze. Freeze top row. There you go. Right. Freeze first column. There we go. Now we can actually see what we're doing. I'm gonna... Oh, that's fine like that. A customer form. Yep. Alright. So we've done that. Oh, I wanted the frickin'... I want to freeze both. Freeze panes. Oh, wow. HTTP response. We'll just make that 200 for the moment. All right. So, in theory, this, we copy this. We can go over here. Now, this might not work straight away, but if I plug that in, I know it's add customer. So that should add a customer to project number 2, which this user does have access to with the customer is number 1, and it should have a 200. So we're just going to test this out to see if this particular test will run. Where's our terminal? There it is. So what we want is Python 3 manage test. So we've got 52 tests. We'll always have 52 tests. In fact, we'll get less and less tests. So it's a 405. Okay, and we're just double checking that it is the customer on the thing. All right, 405. Let's see what 405 is. HTTP cat 405. So I wonder what the site is made of. Method not allowed. Oh. Oh, okay. So the get isn't allowed, so we've got to fix up this here. So we need to key in the method into our spreadsheet. So that's pretty easy. So what we want is all that kind of information. We then just want another comma, and then we want I2. Oh no, we have our, no, that's not our method. We don't want I2, sorry. But we want F2. All right. We're just fixing up the spreadsheet. So if we save that. Okay. We default this to get. And we default this to what is it? Method. Okay, cool. Then down here, what we want to do, if data.method equals get, then we essentially do this and else. We actually get a post. got an if statement. I mean, yeah, it'll have to work. Isn't that right, sweetie? We've still got a 405. You know why? Because I didn't copy that thing in, and I didn't actually write post in here. That was my bad. So I'm just checking my phone because I'm expecting someone to come over. So, we got all the tests running and perfectly fine, which is great news. So the forms that we've just been creating will work in this, which I'm happy for. So we just got to fill out pretty much all of the spreadsheet. Then from there, we've got a template where we can copy and paste and manipulate even the data even better. So that's just a random thing in there. And that way, when we manipulate, we can just copy and paste it from here into that other place. So yeah, the add user form. Oh, I think that's just meant to be a 2. Oops. Right. Cool. So we're getting there. I don't know where my brain was going there. I was like, all right, where's the spreadsheet? I'm on the spreadsheet. So we've just done all these. It should work. And we'll also have to create a admin version. Because at the moment, this is all assuming admin stuff. And a lot of this, with the card information, change task, and all that kind of stuff, I'll duplicate that so that it is a object location ID 1 and a location ID 2. So when I go to other users, I can test to make sure that those users can't access the admin stuff. So yeah, that should be pretty easy to do. Oh, sorry. This will be add group form. Let's unfreeze panes. Let's start adding in some of these groups. So add group form is done. Add link form, which gives us a 0 at the moment, which we're not going to be testing anyway. Add note form. Actually, I will bang that out. Add tag form. We'll ignore that. Then add user form. Associated objects form. Associated object form. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Bug client list. Oh, that's a 0 argument anyway. Bug list. Customer list, list all, list group list. I don't think there's forms here for lists. That's fine. What we could potentially do, put in, if I hide this, destination location. So I can essentially copy this, paste it here, paste it there. So I will need to do permutations for these particular ones, so I'll need to test it for tasks and all the other items also. But at the moment we can just paste this in and test. And then when we go to the other sheets where we create for each user, we can just duplicate a couple of rows, change this up, make sure what we get is what we want. So yeah, anyway, link list. I'm gonna have to look that up to see what exactly that one does. Note list. Object link list, query, bug client. That's the stock standard stuff. Stock standard. All right, we shouldn't have any more twos. What we'll do is we'll start throwing a couple of these into a file and start testing it just as a spot sort of test. So what we'll need to do, so this is admin only, it is a pile of malarkey. So I am going to delete it, move the trash. I'm actually going to copy this, going to paste it in. I'm going to rename it. Admin user. Alright, so straight off the bat, we are going to change this to admin, login. And then we've got our basic tests. This will then become admin permission tests. We've got our basic fixture, the setup, credentials, we're fine with. Everything there is fine. And then we've just got this, which if we highlight this, we can just delete that. All good. Sure, the admin can access most pages on the system. Okay, test basic permissions as admin. Cool. All right. Done the named tuple. So if we let's just find a couple in here. So I am going to add on a filter. Let's do a couple of gets. We've got a bunch of stuff. So let's do the gets first. Pretty easy stuff. And then let's focus on a couple of posts, but we're gonna deal with a couple of posts where we've got forms already. So we're just gonna copy those. And then we're gonna deal with a couple without the forms. But I am just gonna do it like this. In the end, we will literally copy and paste every single one. But at the moment, I just want to test a handful of them because I know a lot of them just won't work. It's not closed. because I forgot to put quotes around this. This is why we're testing. Not a problem. That's where we go in here. And you go burp. Oh, sorry, it's meant to be single quote and then single quote. Done. Perfect. In here, however, we're going to do a find and replace. So get with get. So we're going to make sure it's comma get with comma, so forth like that. Replace all, and then we do the same with the post. And replace all. And then we save. All right, where's my terminal? Let's do a clear. Straight away we see an error, but only one error, and it's for login, in which case we are testing login at the moment, so that's fine. This looks like this is going to work, and logout is also going to be a problem. Profile image. New group. Why? Oh, I know what I've done. I haven't, for all of these 0 ones, I haven't done this. Alright. Let's do a find and replace. So first, let's undo. Profile information we do want to test and all that kind of stuff. Logout we don't. Alright, cool. So, replacing files, no. Replace. Alright, so we got that. Alright. And then we just need to and replace all. That should be fine. Alright, cool. Let's go save. Let's just make sure this does actually work all the way through. Alright, we've got 7 failures. We've got a few 400s. Alright, so I'm going to go clear. Reason being is so that there's a massive gap of clear. I should click the code soon, but that's fine. So when I scroll up, I'll know when that everything ends. So straight off the bat, let's do this. Let's remove user. So the 400 is most likely because it's missing something. It's a bad request. So remove user. The following test to make sure. All right. Let's jump into our Excel. Jump into here. Let's go remove user. We haven't done the form, and that's why it's a bad request. That's all. So if we go in here and go remove user, there's our remove user. We've just grabbed it without. All right, there's no data, but if we go and remove user in here, remove user form. No data whatsoever. So we should have skipped that. No problem. We'll move to the next one. We just got to double check all these. So remove user, we can quite literally remove user. I think remove link, remove group are going to be the same thing. So let's make sure remove user, remove link form, and remove group form. This one, don't think has anything to do with it. So remove link, remove group. All right, cool. Query bug client. Let's actually have a look in here. Query bug client form. All right. Another one we haven't set up properly. And then object list, or is add tags. Add tags. Add tags is another one. And then add user. Ooh, all right. This one might be wrong. But in the meantime, let's get these out of here. Query, remove. Add user. So we've got to test this one. All right, we can hit save. Sorry, I've got to call it up very soon. So we've got 3 failures. I am going to say this is probably where I ended at the moment. I can go through this and fix all this up. So yes, let's find someone to raid. Alright. We've got the thing on. Perfect. We haven't raided him in a while. So he is making a game, I think Cyberpunk, but in Unreal Engine. So yeah, let's raid.
The ladder and that electrical box right now. We'll add some more fun props later. We'll just scatter a few around, maybe throw a garbage can over here in the corner or something.
All right, cool.
I mean,
anyway,
sound stages like this are
thank you very much, everyone, for coming. It has been a productive night. I'm hoping to get this spreadsheet up and running over the weekend, so that way, essentially, I can start unit testing properly and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you guys on Monday.
Oh man,
so,
yeah, I used to love I had Betamax when I was a kid. I remember going to the local video place, and you'd go up to each video on the shelf. And rather than taking the video cassette off the shelf, you'd have like these little tags